Crime, security, wildlife. On board with the Miami water cops. Today, trespassers. The water cops get tough.
I could arrest you for trespassing. Alright, so make sure you don't come back. Even though you see 100 people here, they'll come back.
Guns at the ready. The special ops trainees are on the defensive.
You hear that at night? Even if you're trained, it makes your hair stand up on the back of your neck.
And it's all in a day's work for the Wildlife Patrol.
The only way you can tell the sex of an alligator. Wow, how can I put this on camera here?
The Special Ops Training Course. 4 guys training to be elite security personnel on the water. It's an intense and demanding course. Bad communication meant they failed last night's exercise.
Boom! 3 people were killed. 3 people were killed immediately.
They can't afford to fail again. Today, weapons training. Easy stuff for Casey Morgan and Don Edwards. They're members of America's elite Army Special Forces, trained in unconventional warfare and counterinsurgency. Luso Filo is here to realise a dream. He plans to sail around the world, and this course will teach him how to defend himself on the open seas. Trenton Mello, already a private security agent, he's here to gain a tactical edge in his work. But first, instructors Dave Kellerman and Steve Muscat need to complete an essential task: fixing the generator.
Well, Dave's changing the filter on the generator, and then it's going to work just fine. Because I have all the confidence in the world, Captain Dave.
Success. Now Kellerman can fulfill the morning's prime objective.
We're only doing this so we can make coffee. We don't really need the generator for anything else, but we all need our coffee this morning.
Downtown Miami. Veteran boat cop Oscar Gonzalez is on patrol today with the unit's newest recruit, John Connell. Part of the job is being waterborne traffic cops, chasing down speeders, catching drunk drivers, and protecting property.
It's a completely different atmosphere when you're working in the water as you're working in the street. I've been in Marine Patrol now, it's going to be 18 years. And I've been a policeman for 21 years. I enjoy making sure that Biscayne Bay and the area surrounding the city of Miami are protected and the citizens are law-abiding citizens.
Marine laws that are totally different than basic police work. So it's a process of learning, you know, every day. I've been here a year and still every day is something different.
Back in the early 80s, we did a lot of work with the Miami Vice program. We actually were involved in some of their episodes where, you know, they used some of our boats, chases. And in those days, we were having a lot of the narcotic trafficking, where we used to get a couple of boats a week. Now we're lucky if we get 1 a month. Now what they're using the smaller boats for alien smuggling. From Cuba, we got aliens from Haiti, Dominican Republic.
They come to Miami, the closest major entry point in the USA, lured by its larger-than-life promise. Here, even the Hard Rock Cafe boasts a 60-foot neon guitar on its roof. The Florida Marine Wildlife Patrol. On duty today, Raz Castaneda and Chuck Randall. They're law enforcement officers whose primary concern is wildlife protection. An increasing problem for them is alligators. They're attracted to the water in the swimming pools of riverside homes. In Florida in the year 2000, 21 people were attacked by alligators. The Wildlife Patrol have to deal with these dangerous creatures. But if they get over 5 feet in length, specialist trappers are called in. The patrolmen receive up to 15,000 alligator calls a year.
That's American alligator. That's a good sized gator right there. They do get a little bit bigger. I've seen one 12 foot, 13 foot, and they'll get up even bigger than that. They'll get real big, real fat. They feed on anything around turtles, fish, birds. They're scavengers as well. They'll eat anything that's rotting up. The only way you can tell the sex of an alligator, wow, how can I put this on camera here, is I guess you'd insert your finger in, well, you stick your finger in, I don't even know what you call it. What would you call that, Chuck?
Orifice, I don't know.
Yeah, the orifice back in the back there. And if you feel something, it's a male. If you don't feel anything, it's a female. And that's pretty much the only way you can tell. You can't tell by looking at one if it's male or female. They both get big. They both get, as you saw right there. That was probably about 9 foot or 8 or 9 foot. And he was healthy.
Special Ops. To provide complete vessel defense against thieves or pirates, the trainees need to be skilled with weapons. Last year there were 469 recorded pirate attacks worldwide. 72 people were killed. Dave Kellerman instructs the trainees on using guns on boats.
All right, what we're going to do now is we're just going to talk about some of the firearms options you guys can have for vessel defense and personal security aboard. 12 gauge pump shotgun is probably the best all-around tool you can have for defending your boat. The simple fact that not only is it good at close quarters environment, it can reach out and touch someone. When you hear that at night, even if you're trained, it makes a hair stand up in the back of your neck. The 12 gauge is a favorite of mine, and I can't say that enough. This particular one is coated in what's called marine coat. It's almost like a stainless steel finish. A little bit of WD-40 or preventive spray on this thing will keep it lasting nice and clean, lasting a long time in the bilge or anywhere you might have to hide it. And when I tell you hide it, I don't mean to hide it from law enforcement. I mean to hide it from someone who may have gotten on board where you're not there and steal your weapon. And I think one of you guys brought a gun that I'd like you to go get so I can show that finish if you don't mind.
Got it.
You got it? Yeah, could you bring that out? Come on up here real quick with it.
Casey favours a different type of gun. His revolver's special finish makes it ideal for a marine environment.
This, what do we call this?
Hard chrome.
Hard chrome. What's the corrosion resistance on this, do you know?
It's higher than stainless steel. It's like 2 or 3 times stainless steel.
2 or 3 times in stainless steel. That's pretty impressive. The stainless steel is fairly corrosion resistant, but it does rust. And if this is 3 times better than that, I think that's pretty damn good. Have you left this in a saltwater environment at all? And
I've worn it just next to my body with lots of sweat for days on end. Just pull it off white.
body sweat has a tendency to corrode a gun real fast and wear the finish off. This isn't a marksmanship class, like I said, but I'll let you handle this. Cleared it. Have you ever shot a 12 gauge?
Yeah, many times.
I have? Okay.
I have one myself.
Say again?
I have one myself.
The Miami boat cops head for the Marine Stadium. Once a racing hotspot, it's now a disused and secluded inlet. It's private property, but boaters regularly ignore the law and invade this area.
This here is all actually owned by the city of Miami, which gives the city the right, if they want, not to have boats in here. And the reason they don't want boats in here for the liability, they don't want people, having accidents and then, suing the city. In the Marine Stadium area, a few years back, there was an accident where somebody was water skiing, the person lost control of the boat, and somebody got hurt. That person got himself an attorney and sued the city for damages. Therefore, the city took a tough stand and they don't want people in there. That's why we're out there enforcing the laws and keeping people away. As you can see, there's a sign right back here where it says no trespassing, no boating allowed on this waterway.
But boaters are ignoring the warning signs. The stadium's close proximity to the city and calm waters make it a very attractive and free anchorage. But that's not allowed.
And we gotta stay on top of it. Now we'll have hundreds of boats out anchored here illegally, and that's when we have problems with the accidents and people coming in at night and colliding with these boats that are illegally anchored here.
Sure enough, here's one smack in the middle of the entry point. First step, an eviction notice.
We're gonna sticker this boat for illegally anchored in the basin here. They're not supposed to be anchored here. And as you can see, there's nobody on board, so we're just going to leave them a notice that they have to remove the vessel. We basically give them one warning, which is the green sticker, and if they don't comply, then we give them another sticker after the second warning, which is the orange sticker. Now, range 10 miles. Usually the green sticker will leave for 30 days, and if they don't move it in 30 days, then we'll put an orange sticker on it and give them another 30 days. And after that, then we'll actually impound it and tow it out of here.
For this boat, it's a final warning. Move it or lose it.
We're going to go do the target practice in a few minutes. I want to show you something else though. If you're going to go to a country that doesn't allow firearms, there are a few little things you can use. What I've got over here is I've got what's called a pneumatic baton. This consists of several pieces. I've got a couple of these. You guys can check them out. They're lead bags filled with lead shot. This thing's a pretty good option when you're on your boat and someone's screwing around with you. The only drawback behind it is that it's a single shot device and it takes a little while to load it. So what you do is you've got the CO2 cartridge in here. Inside this chamber is the lead dummy wad. It's in there. I take this baby here. I put it in there like that. Take this here. See that? Mm-hmm. Okay. I wanted you to see that before I shot it out of here, and that was the expendable one. That's one that was just getting ready to come apart. You saw how far that thing flew? That thing's coming out of there at almost 300 to 400 feet per second. This thing will knock the wind out of you if you get hit in the chest with it. So imagine being on the receiving end 7 feet away or 7 meters away or less. It's pretty serious. But what happens when you get it all together, so you get on your hip like this, or you get it in your body, and you go like that, and then it launches a projectile. And then if that doesn't work, you got a pretty good sized club to beat the guy with. So it's a dual purpose weapon. Now, would some customs inspector in a foreign port look at this and wonder what the heck it was? Of course he would, because it's weird looking. If you painted it red and you put rescue device on there, they never look twice at them. All right, let me go ahead and secure this. Let's take 10 minutes and then meet back at the stern of the boat.
After the break, the trainees get some target practice. And the cops get heavy.
Captain of the boat. It's me. All right, let me see your registration ID.
Florida Everglades. The Wildlife Patrol have to remain constantly alert for any criminal activity. Out here, boats could be used for anything from illegal hunting to smuggling. And up ahead is the first boat they're going to check out.
Can you put the boat in neutral for me, please, sir?
This looks like just a regular fishing trip, until some of them start to deny it.
I saw all four of you fishing.
We got 3 lines.
Okay. He didn't have a pole in his hand? Fishing pole?
Yeah, he had a pole in his hand, but because they were changing plate, he used to drive, you know, and this guy did.
I know he was fishing. You know he was fishing, okay? I don't like when you play games. Just be honest with me, and I'll treat you like a fish. Okay. You understand that?
That's right.
Okay.
Miami's Marine Stadium. Designed for racing, it's a large, calm inlet with no speed limits. Perfect for water sports. But it's private city property, and any boats here are breaking the law.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How you doing? How are you? This is the owner of the boat? This is city property, okay? You see the 2 signs as you came inside that says no trespassing? Yeah. You saw signs?
You see people come here before?
Oh, you see other people here and you think it's all right to do it. If you didn't see the sign and you still didn't obey the sign, I could arrest you for trespassing. If I see you out here again or your boat, you're going to be arrested or your boat's going to be impounded. Right, so make sure you don't come back. Even though you see 100 people here, they'll come back.
But others have come back. The cops spot a familiar boat.
Hey, Oscar, these guys are repeat offenders all the time. I tell them to get out of here.
They're gonna be in for a hard time, if the cops can catch them. The Wildlife Patrol have run a careful eye over the boat. No signs of serious criminal activity, but they have found multiple boating violations.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you 2 verbal warnings. I'm gonna give you 2 verbal warnings, and I'm gonna give you 1 citation. Okay, I can't let you go on. I'm gonna give him a written warning for not having a fishing license, and I'm gonna give you a citation, which is an infraction, $50 fine, for not having your fire extinguisher. Is this your correct address here? Yeah, 200 West Side. Right, just give me a minute.
With this string of violations, their day's fishing is over. They have to leave the water.
By signing the citation doesn't mean you're admitting guilt. It's just saying that you understood what I explained to you, and you'll take care of it within the 30 days, okay? You have a right to go to court if you feel you do not deserve the citation. That's fine, okay?
Water cop John has asked these guys to leave the stadium area before, but they say this is the only public place to water ski in Miami, and they're gonna put up a fight.
Why is it closed? Since when? Since when? Really? Because we've checked numerous times with the Florida Marine Patrol as well as with the Coast Guard. Because we've been in a lot of fights with the guys over there at the road.
Look. I'm not out here playing.
Who's the captain of the boat?
It's me.
All right, let me see your registration ID. You don't have a registration. I could arrest you for trespassing just for being inside here.
I understand that very well. Of course, we did our informed compliance, which was calling not only the Florida Marine Patrol, but also the Coast Guard. I'm not countering what you're saying. I'm just telling you that we, as honest, law-abiding citizens, did what we could and called the relevant authorities.
Right, but you didn't call the proper authority, which is us.
That's fine. Okay.
But you didn't call the proper authority, which is us. This is the city of Miami property.
Okay, of course.
If you would have read that sign, it would have told you you're trespassing. You cannot be here at all.
It doesn't say who to call, though.
What do you mean it doesn't say who to call?
It doesn't say who to call.
It just says that you're trespassing. You cannot be here at all.
Exactly, and then we called who we thought were the authorities, who said, yeah, absolutely. To the point that one time we had a fight over here with these guys, and an actual police officer came here and said, absolutely, they always pick fights with the people here, and you have every right to be here. He told us that because it is a police officer that comes here repeatedly for that type
on
of
the boat,
issue.
on a police boat?
No, on an actual car.
On land. Well, most of the police officers that work on land don't know the marine laws.
I know, but please understand our point.
Can I give it to you?
You sign right there. I'll hold it for you.
You're supposed to, that's what, for the registration?
30 days to take a copy of registration, of course.
Every time you go out on the boat, you gotta have the registration with you.
It used to be here.
Hey, look, seriously, I remember this boat. Next time it's in here, I'm gonna tow it home.
So, we're gonna try to go to the city and see if we can obtain some kind of a permit or occupational license or something like that.
Yeah, once you get that, you'll have no problems being here. But like I said, if you don't have it, meanwhile, you cannot come in here because it's,
Okay, we're gonna hit the red tape trail on Monday.
Yeah, good luck.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Thanks
have a
a lot.
good day.
Okay.
Thank you, you too. Bye. It was a perfect day, guys.
There's no sense in getting in a heated argument. You know, if they don't want to take your warning that you're giving them, it's better for me to write them a ticket and they'll go to court, and then the judge will tell them what I was trying to tell them.
The Special Ops course. Target practice. The trainees have to prevent a moving target from approaching the boat. They're learning about the difficulties of accurate shooting at sea. They're firing real guns loaded with plastic paint-tipped bullets.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Kellerman has selected Lusso to go first. He's the least experienced and the only civilian on the course. Can he stop the approaching threat to the boat?
Coach him about the 2-shot rule.
Always engage his target with 2 shots. It's a self-defense technique, sometimes frowned on by legal experts, but it ensures that you stop the bad guy in the event that you have to shoot him.
Good aim, but still more misses than hits.
Yeah, Trent, you want to go next?
Trenton's turn.
There you go. Keep maybe from going swimming today.
We can't say we're trying to kill someone. All we can say is we're trying to stop his attack.
Trenton's had plenty of firearms training for his job, but how accurate can he be under pressure? His training pays off. He hits the target with most of his shots.
Good job. All right, you want to switch out? Shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the neck.
Here you go, do a reload.
Don Edwards is put to the test now.
There's like 5 and you.
Kellerman's approaching the boat at speed, but Don's taken cover and will use the rail to steady his shot. Bullseye, every time. Final switch. How will Casey do? A highly trained soldier, this is his area of expertise. And he doesn't let the target out of his sight for a moment. Kellerman's determined to step up the pressure. He comes in on an angle while Casey reloads. But Casey's quick off the mark and empties the mag into the torso. With the threat to the boat increasing, Don grabs his paintball gun.
Don't come back!
Exercise over, and the paint-splattered torso tells a sorry tale. The trainee's excellent defense eliminated this attacker. In Miami, the boat cops head back to base. On the boat, the trainees get rid of the evidence. And a bonus for the Wildlife Patrol, a close encounter with a purple gallinule.
Not like ruined though, right?
Isn't that amazing?